Welcome back to International Dyno Authority. Today we're working on a Hellcat. So on this one what we've done is upgraded the belt, the pulley, and the injectors. The Hellcats come with a lot of power. They come with 707 crank horsepower. When you test them at the wheel, they regularly make between 614 and 630, so they're very much dead on. This one today, we have put a smaller pulley to spin the supercharger faster. We've upgraded the injectors because the injectors on these just about run out the minute you do any kind of tuning or modifications. So they need a little bit more fuel and a little bit more ability to carry the fuel. And this customer is looking, he's chasing the 800 mark. Will he get it today? We don't know. We never know how much power you're going to get, but we're going to put a proper tune on it. We're going to work it, and we're going to make it. Okay, we've just made our first pass on this 2017 Hellcat, the standard transmission, pulley upgrade, injector upgrade, and new belt. Wally's just starting to do the tune, so when we're starting to do a tune, we just give it a little burp off the bottom and we get some data. So what we've got so far is 640 foot-pounds of torque, 463 horsepower, and that's just a burp. You can see we just brought it up from 2,000 to 3,800. We get some data. That's the main thing. I'm going to show you. Wally comes in here and he looks at the results of what happened as the throttle pedal was opened, as the fuel came in, as the boost came up, and as the air came into the motor. He's taking a look at all the different parameters. These are called PIDs. So we'll work on air-fuel ratio now for the next hour and a half to 2 hours, getting it correct. After that, we'll start working on making sure that it makes power all the way through the range. And we'll tickle just a little bit of the timing just to make sure that it's correct and it's going to be safe even when we get it hot. Alrighty, after the second pull now, we've revved it just a little bit further. So we're letting off at 5,000 RPM just after that. Every other pass, when we made the baseline passes on this a week ago, the engine shut off at 4,300. It was fueling so badly, it was over-fueling, and whatever tune was in it, whatever settings were in it, didn't work. Now, as we go through here, we can take a look. We come up, we dip a tiny bit, then we just hold and hold and hold. The only reason we stopped making power is because he let the foot out of the gas. So at 5,200, we're still going straight up on our horsepower. The torque is holding absolutely perfectly because the tune is correct. We could have had this kind of curve, not with this much power, but we could have had this kind of curve with the old pulley, but the tune was just absolutely out to lunch. Too much fuel and then way too much timing at the top end. So that's step number 2, and here we go. Wally's in the car now working away on step number 3. what's happening today, outside it's raining. The humidity has just done nothing but rise and rise and rise. We're into 35 to 45% humidity, and the water drain in the air is displacing some of the air that we'd like to put into the motor. On a very dense day, we can't make as much power out of a blower motor. There's simply too much liquid, too many what they call water drains in the air to actually put into the motor. When it's a dry day and your barometric pressure goes up, then the horsepower goes up a lot easier. This is still making 756 horsepower to the wheels, 795 foot-pounds of torque. There's no lack. If you see this on the street, don't race it.
All right.